7 months pregnant, I'm on fire after making a greasy guy transformation video. The netizens were calling me a creep while urging me to do more. I'm sorry, I don't really want to describe a pregnant woman as lewd. Check it out, this isn't acting. Other people's babies are drinking amniotic fluid in their stomachs and yours is drinking goat's oil in their stomachs. I am not kidding. I can watch this type of video with my eyes closed. Didn't expect the movie star to come back with this one alone. Don't try to persuade her. She's at home every day pretending to be a greasy man mooching off me. If this goes on, I'm going to have postpartum depression. Stay tuned for more romantic stories. Don't forget to like, comment, retweet, follow, and turn on notifications for dreamy updates. After years of dreaming about acting, I'm an unrecognized actress with triple-digit Twitter followers, half of whom are my family's servants. After 3 years of being a vegetarian, I decided to quit and retire to have a baby. Yes, I had a baby. Probably because it was too mushy. I walked around with my belly for days and finally got photographed by a paparazzo. The paparazzi started teasing on Twitter a week in advance, drawing cartoons, and making up little essays according to a regular process. Hashtag a certain bright actress with a visible pregnant belly suspected of being close to good things. Hashtag the other side originally wanted to threaten me by sending a mini comic to make me pay money to buy out the news. Didn't realize that it was just what I wanted. After warming up for several days to pull up the expectations of fans all over the internet, the paparazzi finally sent out my photos. 18 Palace frame original picture straight out. Cannot hide my beautiful face. Originally, I thought that I could increase 200 fans, but I didn't realize that contemporary netizens don't follow the rules. Beautiful actress, Sophia, hey guys, break it up, it's the D-list again. Dave's Hammer, gossip account. If you have nothing better to do than clean up the manure at our village entrance, find a factory to put the screws in, please. After failing to become famous, I completely lost my idol baggage and started to work on myself. I took out my dad's shirt and pants and made a video of a greasy man in drag, before cross-dressing, a pregnant teenager, after putting on a white shirt and black pants with a briefcase. Middle-aged greasy man with a big belly. I was preaching to the camera with a greasy expression while coiling the skewer in my hand. It's great. I'm really taking the temperament piece in my stride. Hashtag the hashtag when pregnant mothers dress middle-aged men video has just hit the internet as soon as it was released. I'm sorry, I really don't want to use lewd to describe a pregnant woman. Don't be fooled by her. She's not a greasy man at all. She's just a pregnant woman acting in men's clothes. Don't believe her. Thank you upstairs. I was almost fooled by her. The character has been cheerful to the point of absurdity. People have pregnancy anxiety. You have pregnancy bullshit. Finally, I'm finally made several more videos in one go to catch the heat. Hashtag what's it like to be in a relationship with a greasy guy? Hashtag my greasy boss. Hashtag greasy guy and his buddies. Hashtag human quality males. Hashtag when these videos came out, I instantly gained 5 million fans and attracted many imitations. Everyone bear with me. She's about to unload, can't bear it anymore. C-section it, I'll reimburse you. Sis, stop. If you keep on acting, you're really going to have to perform double chin TT. Other people's babies drink amniotic fluid in their stomachs. Mine drinks goat's oil. Other people's babies are born crying. But my baby is born touching the nurse's hand and calling her sweetie. I am a pearl in the vicissitudes of show business, but I have finally made it to the world of short videos, immediately after I became popular. A bunch of netizens picked up my resume. So you're the gorgeous little slut who was on the hit list a while back. Help. How did she manage to be clearly a person and not a person? I really feel that her face is going to be oily. Hashtag on the impact of imitating greasy behavior on looks. Fist hard, sister, you quickly unloaded. Continue to dream of acting. I'll be your Iron fan. No way. I still want you to be pregnant for a while longer. I can cover my eyes and watch your video 100 times. I looked at the rising number of fans with great joy. Hey, I'll be the one with millions of followers from now on. Wasn't happy for long when I received a call from my assistant. Sis, you're on the hot search. Explosive red 3-piece set of archaeology, hot search, and parody. This is arranged for me. I dejectedly nodded my head and said smugly, Xiao Chen I'm really on fire now. As my assistant, you must pay attention to your words and behavior in general, so that people don't think you're such a bad person. You don't know how many eyes are staring at you watching you make mistakes. I know you are a very genuine child, and I hope you can keep this straightforwardness, but you have to be more strict with yourself, be careful with your words and behavior, and act as a role model, so that you can go farther. Xiao Chen, I heard Xiao Chen take a deep breath and continued, "It's not that, sis, my brother-in-law fell off the horse." Lucas, what kind of seizure is he having? I fire up Twitter and I see Lucas V replying to some fan who hyped me up. Don't try to talk her out of it. She's at home every day acting like a greasy man and mooching off me. If this keeps up, I'm going to get postpartum depression. Lucas deleted the comment 5 minutes after it was sent out, but it was still captured by a fast netizen. Didn't see it, did I? Am I seeing things right? I can't believe it's a real person and not a parody. Mom, the movie star got married? And the baby is coming out soon, so? Should I call Rhyme's husband or Burns' brother and sister-in-law now? The man I've loved for 10 years married the man I've loved for 10 days, and am crying my eyes out. We're both husband and wife. What's wrong with my sister mooching off me? Isn't being so handsome just for people to see? Doghead, doghead, doghead. I am very unhappy with Lucas' secretive and public behavior. Laugh it up, usually smarter than a monkey. I don't believe he would cut the wrong number. Just as I was thinking, Lucas' phone call came. Honey, I can explain. Go ahead, I'll listen. A mature woman should give a dog man a chance to argue. The cause of the matter is that I swiped to your video, at that time by the inside of the exquisite looks, temperament perfect, acting skillful woman fascinated, take a closer look that is not my elegant and moving wife well. At that time I get to the point. Am sorry, I was wrong. Just think that you have been refusing to publicize me. You are now so hot, afraid that you again with the ball. Run away. The voice on the other side of the phone was a bit low, making me feel a bit guilty. In fact, Lucas' worry is not unreasonable. When I was first pregnant, I did run away with the ball, but I didn't run away for long before he found me. I've been a top performer since I was a kid, but my dream of becoming a showbiz star fell flat on its face. When Lucas was acting with me, he became an overnight sensation, and I was still a little confused. So for 3 years I have been holding my breath to prove myself and to meet him at the top. As a result, he has gone up to Mount Everest and I am still bouncing around in the Grand Canyon of Yarlung Tsongpa. In a fit of anger, I drank, then messed up sex, and then had a baby. I was so panicked that I fled back to my hometown as soon as I was nervous. Didn't hide for 3 days before I saw a haggard Lucas in front of my house. Lucas is accustomed to playing the poor. His eyes red and pitifully called me sister. I impulsed to go with him to get a license. Later, I realized that he is a very good actor, and I have been waiting for 3 years for him to finally catch the opportunity to be on the top. Lucas wanted to make it public as soon as he got the license, but I stopped him. Although I had already thought of retiring from the industry, I was still betting on the fact that I didn't want to be belittled by his fans. Lucas, although reluctant but still can only listen to me, only dare to secretly poke show love in the small. For this reason also by the agent scolded several times. Love brain, forget it. Since it's all like this, you should explain it properly to your fans and make it official. Really? Lucas' voice was a bit surprised. Fake? Then I don't care. I've already arranged it. Lucas hung up the phone in a huff. The PR strategy should have been worked out already, as the studio tweeted shortly after Lucas hung up, probably because Lucas has always been an actor, and recently there are too many male artists who have collapsed their houses, so the publicizing of his relationship does not have a great impact on him. And most of his fans are in the attitude of wishing him well. After all, his fans now have only 5 requirements for him. Remember to pay taxes, rather talk about 50. Don't touch 15, talk about the public email is fine, can't violate the law and discipline, can talk about, don't talk about more. My fans, on the other hand, are starting to play the stunt. Mom, I've made a fortune. My boyfriend is with your boyfriend, upstairs. Don't be ridiculous, your boyfriend isn't my sister Rhyme, is he? What? No. I like Rhyme, she's oily and manly. Upstairs, don't talk nonsense. I have a friend who wants to hear Rhyme's detailed explanation on how to pretend to be a greasy man and eat a movie star's bean curd. I don't want to learn, I just want to hear the story. I was eating at home when I was hit by something, and I looked up to see that it was your abacus. The first thing you need to know is how to get the best out of a movie star, and how to get the best out of a movie star, and how to get the best out of a movie star. After the public, Lucas has completely let himself go. Every day on the internet show love. As a result, we have a bunch of weird CP fans. They are really weird. At least I haven't seen any CP fans named Real Men, thanks to the Real Men's Twitter feeds from directors and brands. We did get a reality show announcement, tying the knot as husband and wife. Isn't that hot live variety show? Why are we suddenly invited? Sister, you have to have some faith in your popularity now. Do you know how hot the topic of imitating greasy men is now? Me, what, is it that hot? Hair for Husband and Wife is one of the hottest live reality shows in recent times, in which several couples of different ages are invited to live in a big villa and broadcast their daily lives live. This time, I was invited to be their flying guest for one of the episodes. When Lucas and I arrived at the villa, there were already a few couples living there, including a newly married couple, a movie couple with children in elementary school, and an old-timer who has been married for decades and has grandchildren in high school. When I walked in the door, everyone was pretty much packed, and the old-timer's grandson was swiping on a short video. Had just put my stuff down when I heard a familiar voice from his cell phone. "Miss, your hands are really white and smooth." Me. Lucas. The living room crowd. The atmosphere was a bit stagnant, and with a brainwave to ease the situation, I threw my bag into Lucas' hands. I've been seeing a lot of girls imitating greasy men lately, rubbing off on traffic and vilifying the boys. I think it's ridiculous. I clasp my hands to my chest, the corners of my mouth rising as I raise an eyebrow at the camera. "You guys are going to get a lot of innocent boys hurt like me. You little girls can't generalize." My tongue pushed against my cheeks, a sexy bubbly sound coming out of my throat. "Like me, for example. I'm fine. If I had a daughter-in-law, I'd love her to death." Living room crowd. So many faces flashed through my mind when I watched these moves. I am really impressed. I feel like I'm being harassed when I watch a variety show. It's so trendy. I'm rewarding myself by watching K-drama heartthrob hand gestures. Didn't say that Rhyme was exactly the same as my boss. Do you guys think Rhyme is the one who pretended to be my boss after he pulled out the double chin? It was the old-timer's grandson, Xiao Zhou, who reacted first and came over excitedly, wanting to shake hands but concerned that I was pregnant. "I'm sorry, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do that. I've been a fan of yours for a long time, and I didn't expect to see you in real life today," said Rhyme. "Don't look like you've never seen the world before. Your grandparents are the biggest names in the entertainment industry," said the young man. After shaking hands, Xiao Zhou greeted us and asked us to go in and sit down, and just after sitting down, the veteran actress Gu asked me with a curious look on her face, "Yeah, you've done a lot of theater, right?" I haven't. I just watched your short video. You act like a middle-aged man, greasy and lewd. It feels natural. My husband is like that at home." Husband of the movie queen, me? She's complimenting me, right? Is that right? Forget it. I'll take it as a compliment on my acting skills. Hey. Wherever. I waved my hand and raised my eyebrows at Lucas smugly. Lucas nodded with a smile and said hi to everyone in the audience before the director came over to announce the start of the show. Tea was getting late when everyone arrived, and even though the cameras were on, everyone went to their rooms to rest first. Our room was a suite, not big but with everything, even a kitchenette. I opened the fridge and saw a drawer full of ice cream. I took a deep breath and glanced furtively at Lucas. Was unpacking, and I carefully closed the kitchen door and pulled out an ice cream. Had just torn open the package when Lucas came in. "What do you want?" "I want mountains, I want the sea, I want love and freedom, and I want to pack 8 male models." "Sophia," Lucas said with a dark look on his face. "Well, if it's not possible, can I have an ice cream?" I skimmed my lips and took a step back. "No, you've already eaten your week's supply." "Ugh, you can't even have an ice cream when you're married." I sighed and whispered into the camera, "Marriage, nah, what does it really bring to a woman? Ha 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 ha. I want 8 male models too. Where the money comes from is clean, where the money goes is evasive. A mere 8.souc. Before you get married, you have 8 male models, but after you get married you don't have any ice cream, so don't get married." The more I read, the more sense it made to me, so I nodded and turned my head and repeated it out loud. I nodded my head and repeated loudly, "Alas, what does marriage really bring to women?" Lucas didn't make a sound for a long time, so I turned my head to see him organizing his things in silence with red eyes. Although I know Lucas is good at pretending to be pitiful, he can always get me with that look. He acted as if I was a heartless man who went out to have fun, while he was a wife who worked 3 jobs every day and took care of the kids, and still had time to wash my feet. Seeing his pitiful look, I rarely feel a little guilty. Husband, don't be angry. I'll coax you," he said. "What kind of coaxing do you want? Sweet coaxing, soft coaxing, or delicate coaxing?" Lucas froze for a moment, then raised his head and whispered, "I want to be soft." Oh. Seeing that he was back to normal, I walked past him expressionlessly to turn on the TV. "Why don't you stop coaxing?" Lucas sounded a little anxious. Oh. Don't you want to be soft and cajoling? My name is Sophia, not Softy, so go find Softy, Lucas. In the end, it was only through kisses and hugs that Lucas was coaxed. Before I went to bed, I opened the tweet video as usual. and nestled in Lucas' arms to listen to the book. Gu Huayan died on the day I hated him the most. I personally moved my hand. The moment he fell to the ground, he was still trying to crawl into my arms, begging me to love him. But Gu Huayan, I have given you a chance. Gosh. This male lead is also too scummy and deserves groveling to win back wife. Quickly help the honorable premium subscribers to see what the keywords are. I want to see the scummy guy die. I kicked Lucas, who was massaging my calves, was listening to the book with the camera still on, so the majority of the netizens were listening with me. The sniffing pop-ups were begging for keywords. Sis, my only sis, tell me. I won't be able to sleep today if I don't know the follow-up. Family, I've seen this one, it sucks. Don't read it. Hoo-hoo screenshots, $0.20 a piece. Shame on you for stealing the article upstairs. I'm reporting it. After reading this article, I was completely hooked, and when I wanted to continue reading it, Lucas took my cell phone away from me. Lucas took away my cell phone. Go to sleep. Playing with your cell phone is bad for your eyes. You still have an activity tomorrow morning. Ugh, it's so boring. It would be nice if someone read me a novel. Lucas. Forget it, he won't want to. I'll just cry. Alone in the darkness of the night, Lucas laughed at my exasperation and slapped his pillow. Lie down, I'll read it to you. Whose husband is so nice. Oh, so it's mine. Am the happiest wife in the whole world. Lucas' face was unperturbed, but I saw the corners of his mouth twitching slightly. Pop up rhyme. You're going to CPU. Look at the movie star's worthless face. What's going on? I obviously followed Rhyme Sister because of her greasiness in the beginning, but now I've turned into their CP fan. The next morning, I was woken up by the program team. The villa was on the beach, so today's activity was to catch the sea, and the seafood harvested could be exchanged for dinner. The guests were all from the mainland and it was their first time to catch the sea, so they were all a bit nervous when they learned that today's harvest was related to the dinner. I'll do it, I'll do it, I'll do it, I'll do it. I raised my hand in excitement and confidently assured everyone that I've learned from a great master. Lucas looked puzzled and said, how come I didn't know you know how to catch the sea? Me, sweetie, I put you in my pocket and you kicked me in the ditch. Don't ask such stupid questions to attract my attention anymore. My love for you is also conditional. I hope you know more about me in the future. If you are so oily again, your snacks will be cut in half this week. Oh brother, I just learned from a very powerful master. You just watch. After boasting with Lucas, I led a group of people with tools to the beach. 2 hours later, the couple after the movie brought back half a bucket of crabs. The old-timers brought back half a bucket of cat's eye snails. The newlyweds found a few octopus while playing. Only Lucas and I had 2 pieces of kelp and half a fish snatched from a seabird's mouth in our bucket. Oh, you have a master. I've watched every Fisherman Brothers video. My look managed to draw a haha from the pop-ups. Let's just say, my rhyme sister has the look of someone who looks like she has 2 brushes but doesn't have 2 bristles on her brush. Dutching dudgy? The look on Rhyme's face when she righteously said that Little Hole was the king of razor clams and it turned out to be half a beer bottle when she dug it up. I'm really going to laugh my ass off. The movie star looks like he wants to say something, but he can only listen to his wife. Is this still the same try-hard cool guy Lucas before? At the end of the day, the group of people went to the market with their 2-hour harvest. As soon as the celebrities entered the market, they attracted a lot of onlookers. Gus' daughter, who was just starting elementary school, and I hid in the back and watched some of the people in front of the market selling their wares. Sitting in boredom, I began to get close to the children. Love you walking alone in the dark alley. Sophie, children, what's with the reaction? Did you fail to match the code word? A seed was planted in my heart. How childish. What? I, Sophia, the 208G surfer and famous internet celebrity, was called childish by an elementary school student. Seeing me puffing up, Sophie sighed and started to change the topic. Sister, how did you get together with brother Starburns in the first place? The childhood sweethearts grew up together, walking around and found that around him a man just make do with the chanting can also be away from what, alas. Sophie shook her head and sighed. That's why I say we shouldn't get married. My boyfriend said he wanted to marry me, but I just refused. How could I give up a whole forest for that crooked tree? Boyfriend? The forest? You don't have just one boyfriend, do you? Then if this boyfriend has something to do, won't you have no one to keep you company? After 3 seconds of shock, I hesitantly asked. You have several. Yes, one helps me with my homework, one carries my bags, one plays with me, and there are a few spares. How did she say that with a normal face? Are kids sober nowadays? I tried to tell her that it was wrong, Ruashi, but even if you have so many boyfriends, only one of them is married to you. Just don't get a license. Sophie said, not caring, not me. What? Mr. Zhang San said that you can get married to 8 men at the same time without getting a license. You can envy me and condemn me morally, but the law can't judge me. So who cares? It was ridiculous, but it somehow made sense to me. But isn't that a bit scummy? Come on sis, don't be too moralistic. It's only scum if you have a boyfriend and pretend to be single, but we're just trying to give every boy a home. When you said that, I also regretted getting married. I shouldn't have hanged myself on Lucas' tree. As soon as the words left his mouth, he heard the sound of gnashing teeth coming from behind. Sophia. When I turned my head, I saw Lucas looking at me with anger and aggression. Help, that chaffing feeling of his is coming out again. I desperately winked at Sophie, trying to get little sweetie to say something for me. Didn't realize that the little girl who had just been so righteous was so unrighteous and wanted to leave when she saw the situation. Before she left, she also leaned over my ear and whispered, Sister, I just forgot to say that I haven't fully grasped the solution to boyfriends getting jealous, so I'm sorry, I can't help you. She shrugged and walked away. After saying that, she shrugged her shoulders and left, leaving me alone with the screen full of spectators to face the scene. Oh ho, the husband chasing crematorium. I think Sophie has a point. Rhyme. The movie star is just being unreasonable and giving him a hard time. You're getting mad too soon, Mr. Movie King. Rhyme just said her ideal life is to have 1 husband, 2 boyfriends, 3 close guy friends. What's wrong with Rhyme? She's just trying to take in every homeless dude. That, I know you're angry, but don't be angry. Let me explain. Give me a chance to weasel out. No need to explain. I'm a puppy wet by the rain, a kite with expired milk and broken strings, an unappreciated third button. Option E is Plan B. Split hair is a crushed cookie at the supermarket, and a pathetic ghost disliked by my wife. Well, he's saying all my words. I'm not. I didn't. You don't say that. That was a mouthful. A mouthful. Do you understand? I hasten to explain. It doesn't matter. I understand you, really. I sighed in relief. Lucas nodded. I know you're so hot right now. It's because I'm not good enough to keep your heart, but you're not in a good shape yet, so when the baby is born, you can let me take care of it. You can go out to have fun and enjoy yourself, but I hope that you won't forget that there's still a baby and me at home when you're having fun. I'll be a good boy and stay at home with the baby and wait for you. I'll be at home with the baby. No, I'm not. Sound like a scumbag who abandoned her husband and son. Don't like having fun at all. I just like being with you. Really? Lucas stared at me in disbelief. Really? So you just said you want 1 husband, 2 boyfriends, 3 close guy friends. Oops, that's all just for show. I am just pretending with them, but I'm really playing with you, I swear. He smiled when I swore in front of the camera that I only loved Lucas. Then he pulled out the mochi he bought for me and asked me to try it. Help, I didn't realize that the movie star who is so cool on the outside is so delicate at home. Puppy. Option E. Plan B. Still wet from the rain. Is this the same old cadre who said he didn't understand internet buzzwords during the interview? Lucas is a dog for love. Hashtag it looks like Rhyme is pinning down Burn, but it's actually Burn who's pinning down Rhyme. Just also said regret marriage results in a husband aggrieved immediately panicked. Women you do not love too much. After dinner, it was free time for Lucas to carry me around the neighborhood. Along the way, I saw several children eating ice cream. I did not hold back and laughed out. Our baby will be so cute in the future too. Lucas touched my belly and smiled gently. I am not thinking about that. That's not what I was thinking about. Do you remember the time you proposed to me? I'll tell you what. Ha ha ha. I wanted to laugh at the thought of that scene and glanced at Lucas and started to share it at the camera. That time we went to KFC. I was especially hungry, so I kept eating egg tarts and chicken rolls. He got sidetracked and asked me if I wanted ice cream, and I said I didn't. I wanted chicken wings. I said no, I want to eat chicken wings. He advised me to eat ice cream, saying that it was cooler in the hot weather. I'm so smart. I usually control my ice cream every day, but suddenly he persuaded me to eat it, which means he is fishing for a conspiracy. Then I said, I don't want to eat. I want to eat barbecued wings. Here Lucas' eyes started to wander and he talked about other things. I ignored it and continued to satisfy the curiosity of the eating public. Then he took the ring and asked the waiter if he could put it in the barbecue wings. Ha ha ha. A pop-up screen full of and then what? Then he hid the ring under the packing box, but I couldn't even eat that much and he told me to eat more. Got so mad at him that he took the ring out. The audience was curious. Did you agree? Of course not. Who would propose in KFC? There should be a bouquet of flowers anyway. Again, the screen was full of ha ha ha. When we finished shopping and went back to the villa, we realized that the atmosphere was a bit awkward. What's wrong? I asked Goo Shadow. Queen, who was sitting on the side. In a low voice, Xiao Lin and her husband are having a fight. The quarrel was between a young couple who had just gotten married. The woman's name was Lily, a new generation actress, and her husband was a director named Ryan. From my perspective in the entertainment industry, both couples are good, but I feel that they are a little bit awkward to get along with each other. The two parties came down before we could get a sense of what was going on here. When they arrive, there is an interview session, and the program team will routinely ask some questions. When the staff asked about their expectations for their future married life, all of them said that they would never leave each other and live for a long time, even Lucas. That piece of wood made a sincere confession. Only Lily said seriously to the camera, "Whatever, we're about to get divorced anyway." As soon as the words were out of her mouth, the room fell silent, and Ryan hurriedly got up and tried to speak but couldn't because of his stupidity. Me, in the big living room digging, watching the biggest Shura to eat the biggest melon. Lily went to the small garden and Ryan chased her out. Lily said that Ryan is not gentle with his face every day. Ryan a little aggrieved said he peeped. Lily small said like hi cold man to be like this. Lily said something else, but it was too far away for me to hear. Anyway, the two hugged and my eyes were blocked by Lucas as the two mouths got closer and closer together. Lucas was a bit speechless when he saw my face of intent. Why do you care so much about other people's family matters? This is the first time I've seen groveling to win back wife. Wasn't I a crematorium back then? He's talking about when we first got together. That time, I was not in a good state of mind. I wanted to prove myself, so I often fought with him, although he would apologize to me every time we fought. I don't think it was a healthy relationship. If two people get along with each other, there's no point in staying together if it's an endless internal conflict. I broke up with him and moved back to my house. That time Lucas was still filming a very important movie, and he worked late into the night every day and came to see me again. When I didn't open the door for him, he slept in the car downstairs. After a week of this stalemate, he collapsed and was hospitalized. His parents are abroad. I worry about him alone in the hospital, no one to take care of. So I went to take care of him for a few days. Did not expect to be. He seized the opportunity. During this period, through the petulant cute play poor and other various methods, successfully pulled my sympathy full. I got on the head to get back together with him. After that, it is drunk and disorderly with a ball run caught and then received a license. You certainly didn't count at that time. You were purely playing mind games with me at that time. I thought Lucas would retort, but he nodded and buried his face in my neck. I've earned such a beautiful daughter-in-law, he said. Don't know how things worked out for them later, except that Lucas was a little late getting back to his room that night. Asked him what he was doing. Lucas laughed as he touched my stomach. He gave a modern husband etiquette class to Mr. Chin, and taught him some wife-chasing secrets. You also know this. Lucas hadn't answered yet, but the pop-up screen began to affirm, sis, he knows too much. He's like a spokesperson for modern husbands. At first I thought it was the penultimate teaching the penultimate, but after listening to the movie stars class, I realized it was the crushing of the scum by the god of learning. Hey, I made 2 pages of notes. I don't have a girlfriend. Who does? Upstairs. You're too curly. Send me the notes. Don't force me to get on my knees and beg you. Since we were flying guests, we stayed for a day the next day and left. After that, I stayed at home and started my baby-raising career. And when I was bored, I was quite happy to make videos of the whole thing. On the eve of my discharge, I was in the hot spot again. What's it about this time? I was doing yoga while answering my assistant's phone call, thinking to myself, is this the trouble with being on fire? Sis, you'd better check it out yourself anyway. You and your brother-in-law are both kind of butchering the list. With curiosity, I clicked on Twitter and found that 3 of the top 5 hot searches were for the two of us. Hashtag Lucas night out with rich woman. Hashtag Lucas Sophia marriage. Hashtag Lucas the man. Hashtag clicking on the first hashtag, I saw a couple of photos that were obviously sneak peeks. In the photos, there was a woman in Lucas' car who was dressed exquisitely, and Lucas received the woman and then sent her to an upscale neighborhood, and the car went in and didn't come back. Click on the comment section or in the scolding, but also some fortune-telling in rubbing heat. Lucas 8 characters, from the 5 elements, born in the 11th month, see fire close to the body, a lot of women, not a lack of women, from the face of the tail of the eyes fried gold flower. Very philandering, however, those with big eyes and obvious double eyelids have nothing to do with philandering. The correct way to judge philandering is to put your hand under a man's nose. Those who can breathe are philandering. I've been taught that men are really no good. His wife is pregnant at home while he is out having fun with a rich woman, and he is still pretending to be in love in the variety show. the official explanation has not yet come out. So you guys should not make blind guesses here because of a few specious pictures. Yo, the maid came to wash again. You're so good at washing that you've washed our village outhouse too. There were even a bunch of fans who came to my video to comfort me, told me to divorce Lucas and said they would always support me. So what? First of all, thank you for your support, but don't get excited yet. The photos are real and Lucas did meet that rich woman at night. But is there a possibility that that rich woman's sister is my mom, Lucas' mother-in-law? Fan, no way, that sister looks so young. How can she be your mom? In response, I specifically posted a family photo and also at the netizen, my mom is happy that she looks so young to you, but she's really 50 years old. The photo was taken because my dad was working overtime. So Lucas stopped by to pick up my mom from my house, and the paparazzi didn't expect to catch him. When Lucas came home I took a closer look at the ends of his eyes and realized that they were indeed fried gold. Maybe it's a pregnancy hormone problem. The more I looked, the more he looked like me, and then he got mad at me. Lucas tried to hug me with an innocent look on his face, but I pushed him away. He's a philanderer and he still wants to hug me. The more I thought about it, the angrier I got. I walked straight into the room with a black face, and before I left, I didn't forget to scold him. Scum, Lucas? In the end, Lucas bought me a very hot Netflix cake to make amends and apologized to me before I gave him a good face. The cake started the night after I ate it. Luckily Lucas was ready for it, and we arrived at the hospital after 40 minutes. Had a hard time giving birth to my little grandchild, and the first time I saw her, I cried, damn ugly. So when Lucas came in, he saw us both crying louder than each other. Lucas also did not care about the nurse's arms bursting into tears. Daughter, straight to me too. Put me into my arms. Lucas, they all say their daughters look like their dads. Have you had plastic surgery? Ohot. Lucas was so amused by my reaction that he couldn't help but comfort me while wiping my tears. Didn't cry for long and fell asleep because I was too tired. When I woke up, I was already back in the hospital room. As soon as I opened my eyes, I saw Lucas teasing the baby with his big teeth bared, and when he saw that I was awake, he handed the baby to my mom. Honey, you're awake, how are you feeling? Where's the ugly thing? Let me take a look. I felt like shedding tears again. Ugly my ass. Sophia, don't talk nonsense. All babies are like that when they are born. They will grow up. My mom listened to what I said and handed me the baby carefully, then gave me a big chestnut. Forget it, it's born. It can't be tucked back in. I sighed. It doesn't matter if it doesn't grow. It'll just look away. You are my daughter and your father's daughter. I said in my heart, extra I. The baby's nickname was Onion, nickname, because she made her mom cry when she was born. Lucas was proud of Onion, nickname. For a while after he was born, Lucas has been very proud of himself for a while now, as evidenced by his dedication to telling everyone that he has a daughter and live streaming the baby's progress. First he followed several parenting bloggers, then he changed his Twitter handle to Sophia's husband Onion, nickname. He was approached by an agent about a job, and Lucas said, yes. That's right, my daughter smiled at me today. When the director approached him to share his storyline, Lucas said, I'm going to buy a dress for my daughter. What do you think of the color of this one? The brand asked him how he felt about using the product. Lucas, I think this speaker is quite good. I use it to play lullabies for my daughter every day. Crowd, extra 2 after Onion, nickname, could talk. I don't know where she heard about her newborn ugly crying me. She couldn't accept the fact that her favorite mom thought she was ugly, and she was at odds with me for days. Lucas found out about it, and the two of them had a secret conversation, after which Onion, nickname, became even more attached to me. Asked Lucas what he told her. Lucas was calm. He told her how hard it was for you to get pregnant and showed her a picture of her as a newborn. Why did he show her that? To tell her that she was so ugly when she was little and you were so nice to her, proving that you really love her. I knew I wasn't the only one who thought newborn Onion, nickname, was ugly. Extra 3. Family, who knows, my daughter might be a female player. It all started when I made some cupcakes at home on vacation and Onion, nickname, saw them and asked me to make more, and she wanted to take them to kindergarten. Was quick to ask who I was going to share them with. Onion, nickname, replied calmly, my boyfriend's. Coughing up, my sip of water almost came out of my nose. And I asked incredulously, boyfriends, how many? Onion, nickname, still a bit annoyed, complained, yeah, they're so annoying. I said I don't need so many boyfriends, but they have to be one day each from Monday to Sunday. At me, I don't get it, but am blown away. So how do you balance your boyfriends? And balance, a female player said wistfully, if they piss me off, just break up. There's several others lined up anyway. Then she complained a bit bitterly, It's so annoying that there are only 7 days a week. It's not easy to allocate them. I told Lucas about this when he came home in the evening. When Lucas came home in the evening, I told him about it, and then I smiled and sighed. My daughter is great. She has fulfilled her mother's early dream. Didn't realize that this statement had managed to make a certain jealous king angry, and as soon as I said it, I was firmly confined by him. What dream? Monogamy, 2 boyfriends, and 3 brothers. He said with a punishing kiss. The hot kisses made my whole body so hot that I couldn't even say a complete sentence. So I called a good brother all night, the next day managed to sound mute.